Hi Geminis, so this is going to be a next 72 hours reading, okay? Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. Of course, there's no gender in tarot. And always feel free to switch or place the energies where you feel they need to be. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, but any placement in Gemini that is significant to you, this could resonate, or there could be some messages in here for you. Okay, I have some frequency in the back, okay? I keep thinking I have a necklace, but a necklace I actually had on ripped off, so yeah. I have my hair up so my hair is not in the way, because sometimes I just can't help it. It's like, in the way. You know, I'm a Gemini and I could be super random with my conversations, but I had to cut my hair back in November last year, so it's grown and I just have the habit of like touching it, so I grabbed it up because even sometimes it annoys me. Anyway, I don't know, something with long hair or short hair may be a sign for some of you guys. I actually just been seeing, on social media, I've been seeing like some people get like different haircuts. So I don't know, for some of you, maybe like a haircut might be necessary, or you're thinking of changing up your hair in some way. Okay, whether it's like the color, or maybe it's just like the cut, right, which can like frame your face. That message is kind of random and it's not for all of you, just for some of you. So let's go ahead and see what is the energy for Gemini for the next 72 hours. The Hermit. So you might be thinking about, and then we have the World here at the top. Oh, actually, I should cover her, but okay. The Hermit card. So that's Virgo energy. So Virgo season could be significant, okay? I'm getting that there could be an energy where you are deciding, or you have already been, maybe it's something you're starting to realize, where maybe you're isolated or you're not around people, and it's due to you needing to see something for what it is. Maybe like some kind of wisdom. For some of you, maybe some kind of information, listening to your intuition, but hearing what your inner guidance, your inner wisdom has to say. And it's interesting that I just mentioned me like going like this, because my necklace that I usually had on, well, pretty much I never took it off for like months now. I had it like for probably like almost a year. I had the tendency to go like this, so I don't know if like there could be something with like your heart space. You might be taking the time to kind of like see the truth in something. Okay, maybe this is something you've already experienced or that you're experiencing, and it may have to do with a cycle ending. Maybe this is you ending or wrapping up the cycle that you had with someone that may have caused you to maybe not want to go out so much, or maybe pushed you into being around less people. Maybe you're spending more time at home, or you just find that even if you can be out and about, you're spending time more like secluded, okay? Let me see. Give me more for the next 72 hours. What does Gemini need to know for the next 72 hours? The Nine of Cups. Yeah, leaving a cycle and closing it out so you can have something that emotionally fulfills you. Excuse me, got like a hiccup. Something that emotionally fulfills you. This, for some of you, this could also be like doing something that is like just on your own, right? That brings you yourself wish fulfillment, or like it grounds you. Maybe something to do with childlike energy. Give me more with that Nine of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Some of you guys might be slightly afraid to see how you can have the Ten of Cups. Okay, again, being like, this can be a little bit of like sometimes seen as La La Land, a little bit like in delusion. You know, compare it to like the Ten of Pentacles and it's seen as a little bit less stable. So some of you guys might be a little bit afraid because you've been wounded, right? You've maybe gone through a lot. For some of you, you've gone through a lot in a particular cycle, or you've just been handed and dwelt with a very heavy situation or heavy situations, right? Could be more than one. But even though this is Wands and this is Cups, for some of you, I feel like it's needing to see how you can have the Ten of Cups. Also, something to do with passion. I don't know if like for some of you, maybe like you are gonna realize that there are certain things that you've gone to because the passion is the main thing, or it like overtakes it overtook or it overtakes some kind of situation. So you might be looking at things that are more, yeah, like maybe more lovey-dovey. And look at that, right under the Ten of Cups is the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so for some of you, maybe you've realized that, of course, passion, I think that was a firework, I'm sorry guys. Maybe you've realized that passion is something that drives you, right? And you do need, like when people ask you like, oh, what's your passion, right? Passion is needed, but maybe that could have been what burnt you out, made you feel or is making you feel like it's just too much. Maybe you even feel like you're a candle, and this is just a metaphoric example. You're a candle, and you know, the little wick that lights up is just, it's gone. Like the little, you know, what gives it light, right? The little flame is dimmed. So there could be something here where maybe you've been in a situation where you've been dimmed, your light's been dimmed, or maybe your passion, it was misunderstood, right? And you're burnt out, right? Because even people, individuals that have a lot of passion and drive and you know, like they're driven to do something, it can fizzle out and it can like dim, right? Depending on the situation or the people you're around. So 10-10 could definitely be significant here. Okay. Also, for some of you, I'm getting you may need to go back to something in your childhood, because there might be something in your childhood that may be wanting to like come out to play, to kind of like be free, right? Even though if you're watching this, you're most likely obviously not a kid, but sometimes we do have like an inner child part of us within us that never really got released or never really got to like go outside and explore. So there could be something here where maybe you're needing to go outside, or something about childhood. Maybe for some of you, this could be you going outside with an individual, and look at how like they're almost dressed the same. I never even noticed that till now. They're dressed the same. So maybe your childlike energy could come out, and someone that you're connecting to is childlike energy is going to come out, and maybe the scenery looks like this. Maybe the scenery may look like there's a lot of nature or a lot of green, or it's just like outdoors. Okay. The High Priestess, listening to your intuition, and it fell right next to the World card. So yeah, a lot of you guys need to listen to your intuition, or you're gonna start feeling that intuitive nudge, that push that the High Priestess feels. But a theme I'm getting here with the High Priestess and the Hermit, the High Priestess is kind of like, you know, a little mysterious. I sometimes can see the High Priestess as a little bit suspenseful, and then the Hermit is about like being secluded, not alone and lonely, but I should say more so being alone than lonely, but you know, not being around a lot of chaos, right? So there could be something here about why maybe you've been wanting to spend time alone, or this could be an energy that you're gonna start to feel. If you guys hear squeaking sound, that's my dog playing with his toy. Maybe for some of you, you could be hanging out with your dog, your pet. I feel like that's also like a healing energy. You know, dogs, you're hanging out with someone, but it's, you know, dogs kind of just allow you to be, right? Like they're clingy, but they're not clingy. Okay, that's for some of you. But you're gonna start to get those intuitive nudges. But what I was trying to say is, because this is more like hidden energy, it's more secluded, it's more hidden, right? More private. For some of you, whatever intuitive nudges, signs you're getting, not everyone needs to know them. I don't know who that may fit for, okay? So take that message how it resonates. You may need to see the signs and not necessarily like go off and tell everyone, right? Just keep them to yourself. Or this could even be like you seeing these signs and you're actually deciding to keep these things to yourself. Yeah, the Fool card. Springtime, Aries season could be significant. Now, I do know this is the next 72 hours, but I'm not putting a time frame, even though it is in the next 72 hours. Some of these things could start to happen, right? Like it could start to roll out, right? Like the energies that, you know, sometimes, what am I trying to say? Like sometimes a piece of information you get could be for the next 3 months, right? So that's why I'm mentioning these time, like seasons, time frames, but take them with a grain of salt. So Aries season could be significant. Maybe something with the beginning of spring could be a sign for some of you guys. And interesting because look at this little like mountain, right? Looks like nature. And then look at this like right here. So something to do with nature. I don't know if for some of you, you may be like enjoying yourself sometime in the spring, or you're doing something spontaneous in the springtime, which would be like March. Because when does Aries season start? March. Yeah, I think like the middle of March. So mid-March could be significant. Maybe you're going somewhere where there's like mountains or nature or hiking. Okay. Give me a little bit more with that Fool card. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, and look at that, it's scratched. That's how you know they're a little bit old. But the Knight of Cups. Okay, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe for some of you, you're deciding to take a leap of faith. Maybe this could be like going somewhere with someone, or someone wants to go with you somewhere, and it almost feels like you and this person may have like a nice little connection going here, because the Knight of Cups is kind of like flirting, courting. This person, even if it's not a relationship, this could be someone who is wanting to give you compliments. There's a little bit of like flirting, attraction, and maybe even something with like a vase or a cup. I don't know what I'm getting, like maybe a souvenir or something. maybe giving someone something. And this person may present themselves very well. Maybe they're tall. Take these little descriptions with a grain of salt too. They may be tall, or there could be something about their posture when they stand. That could be something that stands out. Maybe this person has like a serious demeanor, but they're actually like quite opposite from like the expression they give or something like that. Okay, switch decks. Yeah, let's switch decks. Okay, so let's see for the next 72 hours. The Hanged Man, High Priestess energy again. So what about that Hanged Man? Okay, for some of you with the Hanged Man, this is not going to be for all of you. The Eight of Swords is Gemini energy, whether upright or reverse. Some of you guys, again, here's another energy of like being on your own, isolating, but this one is more of like, you know, seeing things from a different perspective, a different angle. I am getting that some of you guys may need to possibly almost look at something like you're seeing it from someone else's perspective, so you can understand something, because something may be keeping you mentally stuck or mentally in a loop, when in reality you're not stuck. Because remember, you can always like untie and take off the blindfold. And interesting, because the Moon card's right under that, Cancer, Pisces energy. This is things that are hidden in the unknown. It's kind of like you don't really know, you know. A lot of times the Moon card talks about like not really knowing something. You don't really have a lot of information, right? So that's why the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Hanged Man, like maybe not being around so much people could definitely be something you've noticed you've been doing, or you're gonna start to do, okay? Because there's a situation here that, yeah, you don't know everything, but it's about listening to your intuition, because the Moon card does kind of give me intuitive vibes. You know, it's like things that are sometimes stuck in our subconscious, right? And how do you take those things out of our subconscious? You sometimes have to either meditate, and you know, I don't believe meditation is the only way to kind of allow downloads to come through. It could be listening to music, it could be being at home on your own, it could be painting. For some of you, painting could be significant. Drawing, writing it out, whatever that may be, because there's a situation here where someone could be someone, or this is a person, right? Or just an environment that is taking away from you. Okay, so that might be something that you're not realizing, that you're gonna start to maybe realize. For some of you, maybe there's gonna be some kind of situation or moment where, I'm getting more so like a moment, okay, where you're gonna see something from a different angle, from a different perspective, right? And this person's upside down. And sometimes, like, think about it metaphorically, if you're upside down, you see things around you kind of differently. The shapes, the colors, letters, numbers, it kind of starts to look a little bit different, right? Noticing something, because there might be an individual here that is taking away from you. I definitely feel like it could be maybe something like an actual object, because look how he's like taking away the swords. But it can also be like maybe they're draining your mind, your resources, but it's gonna be different for all of you, okay? Give me more for the next 72 hours for Gemini. What else for Gemini? What else for Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And I think I had seen the Wheel of Fortune in this smaller deck. The Wheel of Fortune talks about things changing, the wheel turning, fortune, you know, changing. This could be also you. Let me see. Well, give me more with the Wheel of Fortune. Give me a little bit more with that Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Give me a little bit more. The Seven of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups again here at the top. What's changing is delusion. Some of you guys, I'm not calling you guys delusional. No, I'm a Gemini myself, and I understand that sometimes our energy could be misinterpreted for delusion and not really like being scattered brain, but in reality, it's just us who can see many, many, many different sides to literally almost everything. What I'm getting here is what's changing here, the wheel, what's turning is you not knowing what direction to take. For some of you, this could be not knowing possibly what emotionally is good for you. Okay, because these are cups. Let's not forget that it's cups he's looking at. There is different objects, but it is cups. So for some of you, this is like you seeing clearly what cup you need to choose, because right here it looks like, wow, like this person has so many options. They could choose all 7 of the cups or just one of the cups, but you have to be grounded. You have to listen to your intuition, right? These energies here, in order for you to know what it is that you want. And for some of you, this may be knowing what person you may want around you. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic. What type of friend, what type of energy, what type of bond you want. And we had the Knight of Cups earlier. This definitely could be you seeing how you might be more clear on a specific situation or a person, and it doesn't have to be romantic, because it's probably not going to be romantic for all of you. For some of you, yes, it may be. Okay. Give me a little bit more on that Knight of Cups. What does Gemini need to know about that Knight of Cups? 3 of Swords. We have the 9 of Swords. Now this person might have gone through something themselves. May have felt heavy energy. Maybe they're going through something, getting over something. Give me a little bit more with that Knight of Cups, the 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. But they are getting to a place where they're becoming more stable. Maybe they're working on their money, or they're working on being more grounded. If it's not money, it could just be like grounding their energy. Maybe this could even be someone that is spending more time outside in nature. And it's interesting because the frequency I have on is like a mixture of cosmic, but then there's like a tree at the end. So maybe something to do with like a park or trees, or like being outside. This person could be they're going through it maybe, okay, or they're feeling a lot. Maybe they're purging out something, but they are getting into a place where they're becoming grounded. And they may even be focusing, for some of them, on money, or there could be something to do with their job. Okay, maybe they're this might be for a few of you, but maybe there's something where they're bumping up a position at work, or they're wanting to do something of higher pay or a higher position in work. And the Temperance, Temperance is Sagittarius energy. We are close to Sagittarius season, so maybe something with Sagittarius season, they could start to balance out something. Maybe there's something to do with balancing of energies. And the temperance, you don't just get to the temperance just because. This person took a while and quite a journey to get to a place where it's not perfect, but it's peaceful. The water's flowing. The cup is being poured evenly, right? There's angel energy. So this person might be even connecting to their spirit guides, to angels, to divine, more, okay? You could as well, but I'm getting like they are grounding their energy. There might be something about Sagittarius energy that they're grounding, or they are trying to ground themselves in. Yeah, and it may take them some strength. Leo energy, the infinity. This could be someone that's has had a lot of strength, okay? Maybe if they were to describe their strength, it's been till infinity. Like they've really needed to be like infinitely strong. And I know it sounds a little cheesy. It doesn't sound cheesy, but they've had to be very, very, very strong. This person here is trying to tame that lion. Maybe they've had to tame a lot of parts about their pain, or they've had to tame themselves in situations, right? Because the strength card kind of gives me right now, the way I'm looking at it from this reading, it is talking about like taming the beast, right? Like taming the lion, having to find like calmness and peace. Yeah, and through that, they may see what they want. They may be seeing what emotionally fulfills them. Yeah, you and this person could bring like a childlike energy out of each other, or this could be something that you're gonna see in this connection as you maybe grow the bond, okay? Yeah, and 10-10 again. The 10 of Swords, letting go of something. Something may have felt, and look at that. We had the 9 of Swords, right? What's after the 9 of Swords? 10 of Swords. They may have had to have a painful ending, or they're ending some kind of cycle where it was very painful. There was a lot of, there could have been a lot of mental energy with this person, okay? Yeah, and it could have had to do with someone who's very mean, very cold. Okay, I love the Queen of Swords, but you know, sometimes depending on the context, the Queen of Swords can be very cold. You know, so something could have maybe even ended for them, or they're seeing something or a person for being very cold and mean. But yeah, I'm getting like they're taking steps here. 9 and 10. And for some of them, maybe with the 3 of Swords. Oh, and then we had the 8 of Swords come out earlier, right? So I do feel like it's kind of like the numbers are synchronizing. Then the 3 of Swords, I am getting that maybe for some of you, this person could have had to, maybe this is something they're doing or they're going to start to do where they're feeling a lot of mental energy. Maybe, you know, because this is a heart, but it is swords. Maybe they're seeing how their mind is weighed by something and they're releasing that, okay? Do I leave it at that, Spirit? Oh, and for some of you, this is kind of a deep message. It may not be for all of you. Through learning through someone, okay, right? They may have had to, they could have had like a painful ending with like a Queen of Swords energy. Does not have to be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Could be just anybody with that kind of energy. They could be realizing what they want, right? As in like, what kind of energy, what kind of connection, what kind of bond brings them structure, or brings them some kind of stability. Because under that Queen of Swords, I had seen the 4 of Wands. So 1111, the number 4 could be significant. Do I get oracle cards? I'm gonna get just one. Okay, give me one good oracle card, love oracle, and then I'm gonna close off the reading and leave it at that. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Give me more. Give me one more for this separation card. No, that's too many. Give me one more. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. Yeah, this could be an energy of like separation, right? So it's sadness, missing you. That could be this energy for this person that you're dealing with or you're gonna be dealing with. But yeah, I'm seeing like I definitely feel like this could be from someone they're either dealing with, or you, something you're leaving behind. And then the welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect, is this new energy. And this could even be the welcoming love, meeting the one. Says need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. So this could be like something where it's like divine timing. And I know sometimes divine timing sounds absolutely like horrifying, but it could be something that is like kind of taking its time, okay? Right, kind of giving me like Wheel of Fortune, where it's like the wheels turning. And that sadness, missing you, thinking about you. Definitely, like I said, it could be someone connected to you or connected to this person. I need one card for that separation card. Yeah, Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. Could have been someone on your end or this person's end, where, again, switch, place the energies where they feel you feel they need to fit. Page of Cups, Five of Swords, could be someone that didn't have a lot of emotional maturity, maybe didn't give a lot emotionally, maybe didn't do much emotionally. And with that Five of Swords, this person could have even been very cut and cold, very egotistical, or they speak and then they think later. Okay. Why am I getting like cold turkey? I think that's like a saying when people say like cut them off cold turkey. So this person could be someone that was like that. Yeah. But I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, hope it gave you clarity or guidance. Bye, Gemini.